Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Stockport County. We have 3, maybe 4 games to give to you today. We're going to play the FA Trophy semi-final against Bath, and then we're going to play a couple of games. We need 6 points to guarantee promotion to League 2. Hopefully we can do that in 2 games. We've got Hartlepool, Eastleigh and Maidstone, the next 3 league games. Hopefully we can do it before the Maidstone game. If required, we'll play that game in this episode as well. But we are nearly there, and if we beat Bath, we will have our first cup final of the save, and hopefully we can do a double this season. So let's get to today's episode. So as I just said, there's going to be at least 3 games in today's episode, maybe a 4th. We play Bath in the FA Trophy semi-final at home. We go away to Hartlepool, who sit bottom of the table at 23rd. Then we play Eastleigh, mid-table, 14th. And potentially we could play Maidstone, who are 5th in the league. That will be away. It'd be lovely to win the league at home against Eastleigh there on the 15th of April. Might not be possible. We have 88 points. We are 17 points clear of Doncaster. Doncaster have 8 games left to play, 44 game season, 8 games left to play. That means they can get 24 points, means they can get to 95. Actually got to correct that then from the opening segment. We actually need 7 points to pretty much become unassailable. Our goal difference is so good that if we get to 95 points, we are pretty much done and dusted. Since you have been away, we played 2 games. We played Chester, we beat them 4-0. We played Guiseley, we beat them 3-1. Charlie McCann getting a brace in the first game. Callum Kavanagh getting a brace in the second game. Easily done. Obviously last time you were with us, we beat Doncaster in the FA Trophy quarterfinals, lost against Stevenage, and then drew with Doncaster in the league. Obviously if we'd have picked up more points there, we would be a lot closer to the league title, but we're not. So we're going to get into the opening game of the episode. It is Bath, it is the FA Trophy semi-final. We are at home, and we have a great chance here to make our first cup final of the save. So before we do get into it, we have had the new youth intake come in. Not particularly great average intake. One player really that stands out there, Ben Allen, who is a central midfielder, 1-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. Apart from that, maybe Doug Ford, 3-star potential goalkeeper, but nothing really to shout home about there. So with that being said, let's get into the team news for today's game. So here we go for today's game at home against Bath, who are, I never actually checked, I think I checked last episode, I'm not sure, who are 9th in the Manorama National League South. They're not even a promotion pushing team there. How far away from the playoffs are they? 11 points behind Dorchester, who occupied the last playoff spot. So hopefully we can go out and we can do a result today. We are playing Webb in goal, back 4 of Kerr, Kocha, Reed and Dunwoody. Don't know whether I mentioned or not, Kocha has agreed to leave the club. He is heading to Dunfermline on the 1st of July. Hottie will sit in front of them. McCann and Weston in the central of midfield. Henderson on the left, James on the right, Bather up front. Devontae Cole is back and he's going to make his way onto the bench for Abbott. I think Cover and Hasty both on the bench too. So let's get into it. First game of the episode, the most important game. Can we win the FA Trophy? We got to get through Bath first to make the final. Let's do it. McCann towards the far post. Kocha heads in. Josh Kocha heads in at the far post and it's 1-0. 5 minutes on the clock. What a way to start this game. Fantastic free kick from McCann. Don't know whether the goalkeeper should have dealt with this. He just jumps and Kocha heads it back across goal inside the far post. 1-0. 5 minutes on the clock. There's a tie offside. No way. Not having that at all. 1-0, 5 minutes on the clock. Just seeing Crawley have gone 1-0 up in the other game as that ball gets smashed into our area and Webb can collect it comfortably. Reed now. Hottie out to the left hand side and Kerr into Henderson. Back to McCann. Lovely ball into Bather. He looks for Weston who's ran beyond him. Weston hits the shot over the bar and we are creating some good opportunities here in the first 20 minutes or so. Absolutely dominating as Weston now into Hottie, into James. He looks for Bather. O'Connor can get there first and Foster clears it away. Only as far as a Kocha. Kerr into Hottie now. McCann looks for Kerr. Can he get the crossing? He does get the crossing. Missed by one. Jeffcott goes back to the goalkeeper. Only as far as Hottie though. Kerr back in. Headed away again. We're giving them ample opportunity to get the ball away here. As Creswell, it's a poor ball. Bather picks it back up. James Weston through ball for Bather. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Hits the woodwork and best clears it away. And that was a great opportunity to make it 2. As Kerr now will take the long throw in. Headed away. McCann back to Kerr. Back to McCann once again. Hits a shot from distance. And Charlie McCann has scored his 19th goal of the season from central midfield. And that might be the goal that takes us into the final of the FA Trophy. Ball headed away here. McCann knocks it down to Kerr. Kerr back in field. McCann takes a touch and just lets fly. And that is an absolute wonder strike. 2-0. And it's on. It's going to be a free kick here. First real chance for Bath. Creswell to take it. Hits it and scores. And Steve Creswell with an absolute phenomenal free kick there. In off the underside of the bar. There's no rush to get the ball back. There's 15 minutes to go. It's a dead ball. And that is a fantastic free kick from Creswell. And that is their first shot on target of the game. As we head into the final 10 minutes now, we have dominated. We've given them 1 free kick. Look at the average positions. We have pushed them right back. Our defence is way up there on the halfway line. Although our centre-back and right-back very close proximity to one another. As the time has elapsed and we are through to the final of the FA Trophy. Crawley were 2-0 up. I think that means we will play them in the next round. 3 players that came off. Okocha, Hottie and Henderson all having great games. McCann, once again, goal and assist, fantastic game for him. 2-1 victory, and we go, and now let's wrap things up in the league so we can concentrate on this cup final. So second game, away at Stockport, top versus bottom. We have made a number of changes. I think it's 10. We'll hit submit team after this and we'll just double check it. Roberts is in goal, Penrice, Reid, Okocha, Kerr across the back, Abbott in front of them, McCann and Hottie in midfield, Cover on the left, Henderson on the right, Devontae Cole back in, not fully fit but he's back in to start today's game. We've got Bather on the bench just in case it doesn't work. Let's get into it, top versus bottom, and let's take 1 step closer to winning the league. I don't know what it is, we just not creating the chance. Ball is Johnson, far post, and he heads in, and Jack Johnson gives Hartlepool a shock lead. Bottom of the table, Hartlepool 1, top of the table, Stockport 0, and this is not what we needed today. Richardson with the throw into Barker, back to Richardson, the cross to the far post, and Hottie there at the far post was just not picking him up. Headed in, just inside the hour mark, it's 1-0. 5 minutes to go here. I don't want to say we've been FM'd, but I think we've been FM'd here. The gap is going to be 11 points. It's another defeat. We lose to Hartlepool United 1-0 in the league. And that, I mean, look at that. We upped there nothing up until that goal. A game that we should have won. A game that we probably, on the stats, deserve to win. We have lost here away from home against Hartlepool. And we need to get into the next game now and rectify this problem because we cannot hit a bad run of form now. Right then, no messing around, back to basics. Home game against Eastleigh. It is Webb in goal, Penrice, Barkley, Okocha and Reid, Abbott in front of them, Cover and McCann in midfield, Henderson on the left, Hasty on the right, Bather up front. Look at all those lines. These players know how to play together. Let's get straight into it. We need to rectify that last defeat against Hartlepool. It's a free kick here. Penrice is going to take it. With left foot, it hits it. And it's, Barkley, Okocha. Can he get the ball back across? I'm not sure what happened there. Puts back to Cover. Penrice is there. And Penrice, who took the initial free kick, slots home. And it's going to be 1-0. And it's 7 minutes on the clock. And what a time to get the opening goal. And what a weird goal as well. Barkley, I thought, had a tap in. Just made a meal of it. Back to Okocha. He got the crossing with his right foot. Cover's shot was blocked. And Penrice with a fantastic volley. Controlled, cushioned volley. 1-0. 7 minutes on the clock. Look at the stats. We've absolutely smashed Eastleigh here in this first half, but we did this really against Hartlepool and we just weren't clinical enough as that ball is thrown into Henderson. Penrice gets across him, Bather smashes it in from inside the 6-yard box. It's 2-0. What a time to get the second goal just on the stroke of half time. It changes our team talk, it changes their team talk. We have, again, I'm going to say, one hand on the National League trophy. Corner kick now, Penrice puts it in, flicked on, Hasty. And Jake Hasty, who was the worst player on the pitch for us so far, a 6.7, slots in from inside the 6-yard box. Penrice's ball in, Barkley flicked it on, Hasty put it in with the volley, 6 yards out, 3-0. What a time to grab those 2 goals. And it's another corner kick. Penrice with the ball in again. This time it's headed away by Stirk. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be Hoskins for Eastleigh, and he's going to run at our defence. Puts it inside to Adadukan. Adadukan now gets the cross in. Caffey gets up, heads it onto the top of the bar, and it remains 3-0, and that will be the half right there. 3-0, 2 goals in the final couple of minutes of the half, and we are out of sight now. First highlight of the second half here with 90 seconds to go, ball in, headed away, Sturck with a free volley, hits it wide, and like I say, 90 seconds left. This second half has been absolutely dull, but it doesn't matter. Job was done in the first half, 3-0 victory. That moves us to within 4 points of the league title. We're just going to have a quick look at the league table now, but look at those stats. Absolutely dominated, fantastic home performance, good performances all over the pitch. Back four playing really well again. Reed, Akocha, Barkley and Penrice all getting good numbers, Penrice and Barkley especially, and it's a 3-0 victory. League table looks like this, 11 points clear. We have a game in hand. Doncaster can still only get to 95 points. We are 4 points away from clinching the championship. Win that game in hand and obviously everything goes absolutely perfect. I think we play a game in hand next against Barrow. If we win that, we are all but secure as the champions of the Vanarama National League. One change to the side that won last time out as we play Barrow today. It is Kavanagh. He comes in for Henderson, who's got a knock. So the boys have just got to go out and do the same again. Clinical, get the job done, get us to within 1 point of the league title. Barkley now. Bit of time space to run into cover. Bather with a shot. And Bather, I said he wasn't clinical enough. It's only his 11th of the season, but what a finish from Dwayne Bather. 1-0 up, 12.5 minutes on the clock. Last time we wore this pink kit, we got beaten by bottom of the league, Hartlepool. Throw into Barkley. He had a lot of time and space. Played it into cover. He's ball into Bather, who was slightly behind the defender, and that is a fantastic finish. 1-0. Great start. Lloyd with the corner kicking. Warner gets up and heads in at the near post. Jaden Warner makes it 1-1 on the half an hour mark. Great header, not really challenged, and it's a soft goal to concede, and it's 1-1. You know that we've been quite nice with them all season because we've been picking up good results, but we're really feeling it now, and they're not putting in the performances that we expect under pressure. Penrice now goes back to Barkley. He will bring it forward. Is there a pass on? He plays a little 1-2 with Abbott. Now gives it to cover. Out to Penrice on this near side. Made a little bit of room for himself. Tackle goes in by Egerton. That looked really dodgy. Is that going to be a straight red? It is going to be a straight red. Barrow are down to 10 men. There's 25 minutes to go. We have not created a lot at all. And we need to start creating something now. 5 minutes to go here. We've been better since they've gone down to 10 men, but still not good enough as Reed looks for Cole. Inside right channel. Can he get the ball across? His ball isn't great. Headed away from Weston. Kerr, can he keep it in? He does keep it in. And he gives it infield to Barkley. Kerr gets it back now. Got to try and find a ball in. Abbott into Bather. Into McCann now. McCann from distance. Oh, flashes it across the goal. It's 1-1 still. 2 minutes stoppage time. I don't think there's going to be enough time to grab a winner here. The gap is 12 points over Doncaster after that game in hand. We are still only 1 win away from clinching the title, but we have not been good in this episode at all. Team tasked with trying to rectify this little bit of a slide that we're having away at Maidstone. It's Robertson goal, it's Kerr, Barkley, Otto and Dunwoody. Wells Morrison in front of them, Hottie and Weston in the centre of midfield, cover on the left, James on the right, Devontae Cole up front. I think that is 9 changes. I thought it was 10. 9 changes from the side that drew 1-1 with Barrow last time out. Wasn't good enough. Let's get into it. Hopefully we can rectify this and grab a win today. Ball launch long, cover can win it, though it only heads it as far as Ward. Freytag, Shaban, Qureshi now gets away from his man, running down this right channel, turn of pace, and Kerr dispossesses him, gives it back to Roberts, and Barkley now with the ball fires it forward, and it's mopped up and cleared away by Hadler. Scrimshaw will go up for that. Otto wins it. Cover now into Hottie. Wells Morrison back to Otto. He can bring it forward with a little 1-2 with Dunwoody. Gives it back to Dunwoody again, and he gives to Weston. Switch across to cover on the left hand side. Cole. Weston gets in behind. Into cover. That's a lovely interchange of play. And Brandon Cover scores. And that is one of the nicest footballing goals we've scored in a little while. Absolute beautiful play. Into Weston here. He's ball into cover. First time to Cole. Took a touch. Gave it to the onrushing Weston, who just squared it across for cover. Goalkeeper was out of position. And it's just a simple side-footed finish. 17.5 minutes gone. 1-0. Qureshi with the throw into Shaban. Back to Qureshi. Newbell gets beyond the defender and Jean Newbell scores. It's 1-1. 6 minutes we were ahead for, and they're back on level terms. I think he might have scored against us earlier on in the season. Qureshi into Shaban. Back to Qureshi. It's a cracking ball in. Newbell just gets away from his man And it's a simple volley, 1-1. Cole now gets us underway in the second half. Nice little interchange of passing out to James, dispossessed by Newell though. What can he do? Goes forward to Reynolds, cut out by Wells Morrison, Weston to Dunwoody. Now Otto. Nice little triangle of passing. Otto gotta try and find a ball back to Dunwoody. Gives it into James. He goes infield to Cole. Cole now back to goal. Has to go to Wells Morrison. All the way back to Otto. Dunwoody again. Wells Morrison. Weston. Goes to Cole. Nice little interchange of passing. We look like a really good football inside here. Devontae Cole smashes it in. 20th of the season for him. Inside a minute of the first half. Nice little passage of play. We just kept possession of the football very well. Nice little triangles of passing. Cole into James. James switching it to cover. He heads it back into the path of Cole and he just loops it over Hadler. 2-1. Kerr with the throw. Launches in. Hadler can collect that comfortably. And hanging on to the ball here far longer than I thought he should have done. Up towards Scrimshaw. Headed away though. And Dunwoody now can pick it up. James now just inside the Mason half. Through to Weston. Into Cole. 1-on-1. Dinks over the goalkeeper. And Devontae Cole with an absolutely sublime finish. That gives us one hand on the trophy. What a finish. What play that was. Wells Morrison into James. James played it through to Weston, who just put it first time into the path of Cole. Took one touch and then just dinks it over the goalkeeper Hadler. And it's 3-1. Just over half an hour to go. And we're just looking at the bottom of the screen. Doncaster are 2-1 up against Torquay. A Torquay goal would secure the title for us mathematically at the minute. Realistically, we won it as Dunwoody's. I thought Dunwoody had given away a penalty there. Freytag can pick it up though, and it goes forward to Booty. Coleman now into Mbar to Qureshi. Tackling by Kern. This one's going to be a penalty though. Thought there might have been on the edge of the box if I'm completely honest, but it's going to be a poor time to concede here with 12 minutes to go. New ball, steps up, Roberts saves it. Alfie Roberts, who hasn't played a lot this season, and a mistake, and we've won a free kick. Absolutely bizarre passage of play there where we should have just cleared the ball really, and we've cleared it now and it's been mopped up by the Maidstone defence. Although we win it back, Hottie now, Hasty with a bit of space in the middle of the pitch, through to Devontae Cole for his hat-trick. Devontae Cole Hadler tips it round the post. It remains 3-1 here, 11 minutes on the clock. So into the final couple of minutes, Doncaster have done their job at Torquay. They are 3-1 up. We are going to win 3-1. Great result. We have that one hand on the trophy. Realistically we're there. Mathematically we aren't quite just yet. And we'll just show you that in the league table on the next screen. So here we go, here is the league table. There is 4 games left. Doncaster can still make 95 points. Still right on our tail, still just picking up results every single week. Won every game so far in this episode they have. We have a 33 better goal difference. That's going to take one mad swing, but we're going to play one last game in this episode. We're going to seal the title. And we're going to do it right now. So what will be the final game of the episode? It's a home game against Yeovil. It's going to be the final game either way, but hopefully we mop up the league title today and we get it presented in front of our home fans. It's Webb in goal, it's Penrice, Reid, Okocha and Kerr, Barkley in front of them, McCann and Hutty in midfield, Cover on the left, Henderson on the right, Devontae Cole up front. Let's get into it, let's win the league, let's get the trophy, and let's focus on the FA Trophy final against Crawley. We have started like an absolute house on fire. We told the boys all we need is a draw to win the tie. The ball comes into their post. Richie Reid scores the opening goal of the game. 20 minutes on the clock. And we're nearly there. We are nearly there. What a season we've had. 3 defeats all season actually. Was it FC United? No, it wasn't. It was Atherton, Waterlooville, Stevenage, and that game against Hartlepool earlier on in this episode. We have dominated this so far. 20th place Yeovil, Nomad Trust. We're going to make 100 points as well, which is absolutely phenomenal here in our first season. As Kerr launches the ball in towards Cole, it's headed away. Hottie can pick it back up into Kerr. He gives it. It's given away though. Crowther can clear it. Kerr though will pick up the ball again into Hottie. Cover through Water to Devontae Cole, who smashes it in. 22nd goal of the season. What a signing he has been. Absolutely clinical in front of goal. I don't know why this game thinks he's best as a right winger. He's definitely not. Definitely a striker. 2-0, 33 minutes on the clock. Penrice with the corner kick. It was Dunwoody and Stephen Dunwoody. If it wasn't sealed already, it is now. 3-0. Champions of the Vanarama National League. Stockport County back in the Football League, finally. And what a goal that is. Near post header, of course it is. Always is with me. 3-0, 5 minutes to play. As Falston looks long, Wilson turns his man. Can Wilson get a shot away? He does get a shot away, misses the target, remains 3-0. You can see why Yeovil are down towards that bottom end of the table. They've created some chances here, just not took any of them, as Hottie gives it away. Doring into Wilson now. He looks forward for Crowther, gets in behind the defence. We look very slow, to be honest, here today. And Ditty gets towards the ball line, gets across him. Wilson gets there first. 3-1. They do get on the score sheet. 90 seconds to go. Stockport 3, Yeovil 1. Shouldn't really matter all that much. 4 minutes of stoppage time. 4 minutes away from the trophy presentation. There we have it. Stockport County 3, Yeovil 1. We win the league. Are the animations going to be back on this time? I'm not sure they are. Nice work, everyone. Good win. Pretty basic, really, when it comes to it, especially when you consider there's a league title. There's no animations again. Stockport County win the Vanarama National League. Fantastic result for us. And there we have it. 41 games played, 94 points. We didn't even need to win that. FC United did the job on Doncaster, 0-0 there. And we are champions of the Vanarama National League. And we will see you next season in League 2. But before that, we are going to be back for the FA Trophy game. So before we end the episode, Vanarama National League, we clinched the trophy, 3-1 victory. Board have set the initial budget at £58,000 per week wage budget and a transfer budget of 2k. Don't worry about the transfer budget, it's the wage budget that we really need. Praised by the Stockport supporters. Board are happy, Board are delighted actually. Penrise on form as we score an easy victory, 2 assists for him. Thought he was outstanding. And there it is, Stockport County crowned champions. And we will be back in 2 games time. We'll play Woking and Harrogate off camera. We'll come back for that one game, the game against Crawley on the 20th of May, the FA Trophy final. It'll be a standalone episode, it'll be on its own. Oh, is that game at Wembley? Do we know if it's at Wembley? Right, if we go to rules, final, 60k for winning it, so not great in terms of money. Doesn't seem to say anywhere. I'm just trying to... Well, that's a picture of Wembley in the background. That much I know. But it doesn't say if it is. Either way, if you've enjoyed today's episode, if you've enjoyed seeing us become champions of the Vanarama National League, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time for what will be a 1-game episode. This was 6 games in this episode. After edit this down to make it shorter. We'll be back in the next episode for just the 1 game. It'll be Crawley, it'll be the FA Trophy final, and hopefully we can win our first trophy of the save and get a nice little non-league double.